Hello and welcome back to the channel, guys. So today we're going to be testing the RTX 5070 Ti Gigabyte WINDFORCE edition of the card. I'm going to be testing against the RX 9070 XT PowerColor Hellhound edition of the card. And I'm going to be using a 9000X3D, and I'm going to be using 32 gigabytes of DDR5. There's going to be a 4040p test in 14 games. I'm going to be using Dlss and FSR quality. And I have done a 4K test already with all these games as well, and these two cards in 4K. So go and check that out, guys. I will link it in the description below. That video actually popped off, to be fair, so I'm really happy about that. Thank you for everyone for supporting me on that video there. Alright guys, let's get into the video. Right guys, so we're starting out with The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, run at 4040p, very high settings, DLSS and FSR quality, and DLSS 4 and FSR 4 is enabled as well. And we did see a stutter on the 5070 Ti, guys, but I have finished the game fully with the 5070 Ti. This was before I even bought the 5090, so yeah, I didn't have any issues whatsoever, so it must have just been a coincidence that I lagged there, because generally this game does not stutter whatsoever, so I don't really know what happened there, but you will see it going back to normal and the 0.1% lows are going to be good again. So it's just honestly fantastic performance, considering, you know, we're not using any frame generation, anything like that. Literally just DLSS and FSR quality, max settings, and it's just running so well. It's honestly incredible how well optimized this game is. And as you guys can see, it's stabilized now, and it literally, they both getting the same basically 1% lows and everything. So the RX 9070 XT is pulling literally like 70 watts more as well compared to the 5070 Ti, which is quite a big difference, to be fair. But right guys, so next up we have God of War Ragnarok, run at 43p, ultra settings, DLSS and FSR quality, DLSS 4 and FSR 4 enabled. We can see that the 9070 XT is slightly pulling ahead by 5 to 6 FPS compared to the 5070 Ti, but the 5070 Ti is pulling less power. 1% lows are looking great. Guys, we're getting nearly 200 FPS, nearly 200 FPS with these GPUs, which is actually really incredible. Like, and the game looks absolutely fantastic as well, I have to say. And I really love the look of this game. Really well optimized title. I do recommend you guys picking this up. Also, the VRAM usage is really good. It's under 10 gigabytes, which is fantastic, especially with these settings and the look of the game as well. The game looks absolutely phenomenal. So a lot of games like Borderlands 4 and all that, they're literally using like 13, 14 gigabytes of VRAM. Don't even look that good either. In this game, literally uses less than 10 gigabytes of VRAM, and look at the visuals, guys. It's absolutely stunning. Alrighty guys, FORZA Ryzen 5, 4040p, max settings, DLSS and FSR quality, and RT is on as well as on extreme. And we're seeing around 20-25 FPS difference between these two GPUs. And of course, the power draw difference, literally 100 watts difference in power draw. Around 11 gigabytes of VRAM used on the 9070 XT and around 10 on the 5070 Ti. Not bad considering we are using, you know, max settings, ray tracing and everything. The 5070 Ti did stutter, but like I said in my previous videos in this game, honestly, all cards are going to be stuttering once in a while, especially when you just turn the game on. It is going to be stuttering a little bit, so sometimes it will stutter, sometimes it won't. In this case, the 9070 XT didn't stutter and the 5070 Ti did, but if you ran these cards for long enough in this game, they would both stutter, so don't look at that too much, guys. Other than that, though, the performance is fantastic. You're getting around 140, 150 FPS on both of the GPUs. I would say that if you are using the 9070 XT in this game, I would probably use TAA because it does look better than FSR. And next up we have The Last of Us Part 1, run at 43p, ultra settings, DLSS and FSR quality, DLSS 4 and FSR 4 enabled. And we're seeing that the 9070 XT is slightly faster than the 5070 Ti by around 3 to 4 FPS. And the 1% lows are a little bit better on the 9070 XT in this title. Nothing too crazy though, they're both really smooth. And both cards are using around 10 gigabytes of VRAM as well. The power draw difference is around 50 watts this time in this title. And like I said in my previous videos as well, I'm seeing the RAM usage of the 9070 XT system here is literally like 8 or 9 gigabytes more of system RAM. Absolutely insane. But other than that, guys, both cards are performing really well with this title. Over 120 FPS, which is just fantastic. And next up we have Silent Hill F run at 43p, Epic Sense, DLSS and FSR quality, DLSS 4 and FSR 4 enabled. And we're seeing that the 5070 Ti is pulling ahead by around 8 to 9 FPS. It is using like 70 to 60 watts less as well in power. And I do have to say, guys, I have played on the 5090 quite a bit in this game. I think I've got 5 or 6 hours in it already. But yeah, the further you get into the game, it does start stuttering when you enter a new area. I'm not gonna lie, I've not even finished the game, and I don't even know if I will, guys. This game is so scary, literally. It's generally so scary. I've not even finished it. But the visuals are absolutely insane in this game, I do have to say. And yeah, it does perform relatively well for a UE5 title. It's just that stuttering that happens. But of course, it does happen in every single UE5 game, basically. So I'm not really surprised that it's happening in this title as well. Right guys, so we have Dying Light the Beast run at 43p, high settings, DLSS and FSR quality, DLSS 4 and FSR 4 enabled. We're seeing that the 9070 XT is around 4 to 5 FPS faster than the 5070 Ti. Of course, the power draw difference is around 40 to 50 watts. And I do have to say, I've noticed that the 9070 XT is more stable in this title. There's less lagging and stuff, but I do have to say on the 5070 Ti, if you do get the reflex, just the reflex, not boost, it does actually work a lot better. And also you can enable MFG on the 5070 Ti and it will generally feel buttery smooth. So I do recommend you guys using the features like that on the 5070 Ti, because you do basically pay more for these features with that card. So I do recommend you guys using it, especially if you have a nice 1440p 240Hz OLED. You're gonna absolutely love that experience. I'm telling you guys, I literally enable it with my 5090 in any game that allows it, basically. Of course, if it's like Battlefield 6 or something, I don't do it, but in a game like this, it feels great, honestly. So and next up we have Mafia the Old Country run at 43p, high settings, DLSS, FSR quality, DLSS 4 and FSR 4 enabled. And the 9070 XT is around 10 FPS faster than the 5070 Ti. And you are going to get a lot of stutters in this game. I do recommend frame generation straight off the bat in this game. Literally, I would say it's quite unplayable without it. It does help a lot, the frame generation in this game. I have played on the 5090 and I was using MFG because it was just so much better to run it like that. And it was way smoother, so I do recommend putting that frame generation on, guys. It does help a lot. Sadly, I don't know how they have not fixed this game yet. Like, it generally just keeps stuttering, which is just a shame, but what can you do, guys? Literally, as you can see in the video, it just keeps stuttering constantly. It is a fantastic game, though. I did finish it fully. I absolutely enjoyed it, but you do need the features to play this game properly. Next up, we have CYBERPUNK 2077, run at 43p, Ultra Sense, DLSS, FSR quality, DLSS 4 and FSR 4 enabled. RT is on as well on the Ultra. And we are seeing that the 5070 Ti is around 10 FPS faster than the 9070 XT, which is honestly not surprising. It is CYBERPUNK at the end of the day. And also, guys, we are in the Dogtown area, which is really intense. So outside of Dogtown, you're probably going to get around 10 to 15 FPS more than we are seeing here. So if you're getting 60 on the 9070 XT, you're going to get around 70, 75 maybe on outside of Dogtown. It's just a very intense area in the game. So yeah, we're using around 12 gigabytes of VRAM on both of the GPUs as well, and the 1% lows are obviously not fantastic in this game, but you know, it's playable. Of course, I do recommend frame generation, MFG on the 5070 Ti especially. It's absolutely fantastic with that. I might actually do a 5070 Ti video very soon as well on this game, because I've actually not done it surprisingly, so probably going to do it very soon. And I've done a 9070 XT video in this game if you guys do want to check it out. Alright guys, so we have CRONOS the New Dawn, run at 1440p, high settings, DLSS and FSR quality, and we do have RT on as well. And the 9070 XT is around 5 to 6 FPS faster than the 5070 Ti, which is actually quite surprising because we do have RT on, and the RT is really intense in this game. Surprisingly, the 9070 XT is faster for some reason, but there are going to be a lot of stutters in this game. I have to tell you guys straight off the bat. I know the 9070 XT did stutter now, but trust me, all cards stutter in this game. I played on the 5090 kept stuttering. I did have MFG enabled as well, but it did stutter a lot when you do enter a new area. So it's just this game, literally, guys. You just nothing you can do about it. Literally just keep stuttering in new areas. So it is what it is. But it is a fantastic game, though. I did finish it fully as well, and I did really enjoy it. But, you know, you are going to get these stutters while, you know, you're entering a new area, basically. Actually quite insane, the efficiency of the 5070 Ti. It's pulling 120 watt less and only getting like 3 to 4 FPS less. So it's actually quite insane. And next up we have Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl running at 4040p, epic settings, DLSS and FSR quality, DLSS 4 and FSR 4 enabled, and the 5070 Ti is around 7 to 8 FPS faster than the 9070 XT. Of course, pulling around 100 watt less as well. I really like this game because it just doesn't use that much VRAM. It is under 8 gigabytes of VRAM with these settings, which is honestly quite insane, to be fair. Really, really good stuff. But on the 9070 XT system, it's using 26 gigabytes of system RAM, which is literally 8 gigabytes more than with the 5070 Ti system here. There will be a lot of stuttering in this game as well. I've played it with so many cards now, and you are going to get a lot of stutters. The game has got an update like not long ago. I'm literally running the 1.6 update right now, and as you guys can see, it still stutters a little bit. Not as much with like it was with 4K, but still it is going to stutter a lot, guys. I do recommend like frame generation as well, like I always say. It does actually, it makes the experience a lot better, so I do recommend you guys trying that out on this game. And next up we have Silent Hill 2 running at 1440p, high settings, DLSS and FSR quality, FSR 4 and DLSS 4 as well. And we also got RT on as well. Literally, this is the first time ever that I've actually been able to enable FSR 4 in this title. I said it in my last video as well in the 4K test. I'm actually really happy because for some reason it was just not working for a long time for me. So it's finally working, and I'm really happy that it's working for me. But yeah, we're seeing that the 5070 Ti is 5 to 6 FPS faster than the 9070 XT, maybe even a little bit more than that. Just really hard to tell because, you know, you're moving your mouse and FPS just keeps changing, but pretty decent performance. And of course, it's another UE5 title, so it will get these stutters occasionally when it's loading in a new area. But other than that, though, the performance is not too bad considering how hard this game is to run. I remember my 4090 was struggling back when this game came out, so honestly, it's just a really demanding title, guys. You do need really good hardware to run it. And next up we have Borderlands 4 run at 4040p, very high settings and DLSS and FSR quality, DLSS 4 and FSR 4 enabled. We're seeing that the 9070 XT is actually 5 to 8 FPS faster than the 5070 Ti. It's a 100 watt difference again between these two GPUs. 11 gigabytes of VRAM used on the 9070 XT and around 9.5 on the 5070 Ti. And of course, there's so much stuttering in this game, guys. It's the most optimized title this year, literally. So much stuttering, and you know what? It's just really annoying because it really doesn't look that good to be stuttering like this, and to be getting performance like this as well. It's just honestly ridiculous. And I've said it in every video now. You guys probably know my opinion on this game, and I bet you guys don't have a better opinion either because it just shouldn't be happening. Like, there's so many games out there that look so much better than this game, and you know, run way better than this game as well. So, but yeah, other than that, guys, you're getting like 60 FPS. You can lower the settings. You can get more FPS. Just put, guys, honestly, just lower the settings to like high or ultra. I can't remember what the settings are now, but something like that. Just lower the settings a little bit. Put frame generation on, and on the 9070 XT, if you get like 140 FPS with frame generation, it does feel actually quite decent. So. And next up we have Ryzen Forbidden West run at 4040p, very high settings, DLSS and FSR quality, DLSS 4 and FSR 4 enabled, and the 9070 XT is getting like 15 FPS more, 10 to 15 FPS more than the 5070 Ti. It does seem like it favors more the AMD card in this title. Both cards look fantastic on this game, literally DLSS 4 and FSR 4 looks fantastic on this title, guys. The vegetation and everything just looks stunning. The 1% lows are actually quite good as well in this game. I've not really tested this game too much, so I don't know the whole game is going to run really well, but from what I'm seeing right now, it does seem like it will be running really well. And yeah, it just looks fantastic, this game. It runs really well, as you guys can see, over 120 FPS. And lastly, we have Spider-Man 2 run out 43p, very high settings, DLSS and FSR quality, DLSS 4 and FSR 4 enabled, and we do have RT on as well. And the 5070 Ti is around 5 to 10 FPS faster than the 9070 XT. The VRAM usage on this game is absolutely fucking crazy, guys. So we're using 15 gigabytes of VRAM on the 9070 XT, and the 5070 Ti we're using 30 gigabytes of VRAM. And the 1% lows are looking horrible straight away. This game is just really hard to run, guys, and it does stutter a lot, so you do need frame duration in this game. I remember I was playing it with the 5090 with MFG on, and it was fantastic then, but you do need frame duration in this game to properly enjoy, I would say. Ray tracing actually does look really good in this game, so I do recommend you guys putting it on if you do have a card that can actually run it really well. If you have one of these cards, I think you should try it on because it does look really good in this game. But yeah, we're getting like 90 FPS around there in this game, so yeah, it's not terrible, but still. Right, guys, we're at the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you have, please drop a like, drop a comment, guys, and subscribe. These videos take so many hours to make, put it all together, so if you guys could drop a like, drop a comment to support the channel, that would mean a lot to me. And go and check out the 4K video as well, guys. You might find it interesting. Also, guys, I am getting a lot of questions from you guys asking me what card you should get, the 9070 XT or the 5070 Ti. I think if you are going to use the MFG on the 5070 Ti, I think you should get that card if you have the extra money, because it's actually a really good card if you use them features, so I do recommend it. But if you do want to save some money and you're not planning on using MFG, then definitely go with the 9070 XT. It is a fantastic card, as you guys saw in these benchmarks, so you are going to love it. And FSR 4 looks stunning as well, so literally it's a win-win, guys. You're saving money and you're getting all the features as well. But yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.